Well, I'm back with another update. I'm a little behind. I'm about 4 or 5 days over, I guess, from doing a 2-week update, but oh well, I had too much to do. I had to change brakes on my car yesterday, and that was, other than fun, in about a 130-degree garage. So anyhow, but here we go. Let's get it done. I'll try to be a little quicker this time, and it's a little windy out here, so hopefully you can actually hear me while I'm doing this. Let's get to it. Let's see, I've had some issues with water. It's been raining so damn much here. Rained about a 4 or 5 day period. It just rained a lot, almost every afternoon, at night when it doesn't really evaporate. And these pots, I don't know, I thought my soil mix was going to be better than it was. It actually drains. It drains well. It's just when you really overwater bad, boy, it sits in the bottom. It was actually liquid in the bottom when I stuck my finger in one of those holes down there. After 2 days of no watering, it was still really wet. So I just learned my lesson. I actually watered it after it rained a couple days after, and that was really stupid. I gave it a really hard watering, and that was dumb as hell. So live and learn. They're all really, these plants were literally yellow. Probably 2-3 days ago they were yellow. They weren't green at all. All yellow from every leaf, top to bottom, evenly yellow. And that's what it was, and that's why my flowers have been dropping. And so anyhow, they're coming around now. They're starting, all the leaves that were really yellow are falling off, and you got all the other ones are coming out nice and green, and they've been growing peppers. The ones that were set are growing fantastic. It's just losing too many flowers. I've lost thousands of flowers. At least a couple thousand flowers have hit the ground in the last 3-4 weeks. So anyhow, I'm on the downhill now, hopefully. So let's get started. I'll try to be quick as I can here. These are the beat the hell ones. This is one of the ones that was called Juka by the guy named Juka from Tea Only. He sent me these. They're all coming back from being beat to hell by the rain, if you remember that. This one's doing okay, not fantastic. This one, actually, I pulled every leaf off of this plant. It was a stem, and that's what's happening now. It's coming back perfect. It's just way behind. This one that's another Juka. This is a Maruga blend, the one I ate on my last video. Absolutely wicked, looked like a brain strain. This is a Primo, and this one is doing fair. The new growth looks pretty good, if you can see that. Oh, there's the wind. Fatale, I think this is. Yep, this one's from him also. This is doing best of all of them, but that's okay. They're doing all right. They're alive. These are the 3 habaneros, red sabinas. They're doing pretty good. They're starting to finally find their way here. Too much water, you know, like I'm going to say with every one of these plants. So, but that one's got a nice, I think it's got 2 nice pods on it. And this one's got one big fat one on the back. I'll try to show you in the shade here. That's a nice one. That's going to be a beauty, but that's all it's got is one. So this one doesn't have any yet. It's just starting to set pods now, the just barely tiny little ones, so it's getting there. At least they're coming. This one I'm going to switch to this side on this row because everything seems to be growing on this side. This is the yellow 7-pod. Healthy plant, just really yellow. Coming around. All the new stuff is green, as you can see right there. It's coming out nice and green, but it's been so damn hot, and then with the freaking wet and hot at the same time, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it boils them or something. They were really bad, but anyhow, it's doing good. It's finally setting pods. Got about 8 or 9 on there. There's a couple back here. There, get it in the sun. There you go. This is a nice one. This is a 7-pod mystery plant. I think it's a 7-pod. I don't know what the hell it is, but let me see here. Yeah, it's got 1, I think, hanging on it. 2 like that. I'm guessing it's a 7-pod. I don't know. This is a Jonah that absolutely caught a fungus. I had a fungus go through a third of these plants. I got rid of almost all of them, but this one I had to strip down. I just keep pulling the leaves off. If they show any brown coming out, they're gone. And this is what's left, but it's starting to finally take off again. All the sprouts are coming at all the nodes. And it had a pepper on it when it happened, and it's still hanging there. It's hard as a rock. So I don't know if it's going to turn or not. There's 2 on it now. Kind of weird, huh? Plant with peppers and no leaves. These are the, I'll back up a little so you can see this. These are 7-pod whites. These are actually really healthy plants, and they're 2 big sturdy plants. This big one right here has no pods on it, just little tiny ones, but this one's growing fine. It's growing some nice big fat ones. It's hard to see with this shade here. There you go. Some big nice round. It's got about 5 or 6 on there. And this one is a 7-pod burgundy. It's about the same size. Nice thick stem plant, and it's got some big peppers on it. These are huge. And this one's even bigger up here. Just a massive 7-pod burgundy. Hopefully that's what it is and it comes out like that, 'cause it's kind of cool. That plant's, all these flowers are starting to come again and re-sprout, so hopefully they all stick this time. This is a Naga 7-pod cross. Might be my favorite one of all the ones I'm growing. This or the 7-pod browns, but this one has not set a pod yet. Nothing. And the one exactly like it right next to it is flying. It's not a very big plant, but it's got some of the nicest peppers on it. These are this is the killer one that I'm going to be eating on video for sure. Well, I'm not real happy about it, but that's a mean one there. I don't know. Naga 7-pod cross. And that thing is evil. So this one's got, it's got about 7 on it. Really nice ones. And let's see, back here is a Primo. Finally set some pods. Not very big yet, but they're just starting to grow. This one's got the nice whip tail like a Primo's supposed to. So that's good. There's about 3 or 4 other ones on there finally sticking. It's a big plant. I mean, look how tall that thing is, and it's just now starting to hold them. These are 3 brain strains. See if I can back up here. That one is about medium size. This one had that fungus really bad, and the leaves are still a little distorted, but at least it's growing again. Kind of pretty much stripped it, and it's coming back. And this one's the best one. This one's really healthy, and it's growing some huge ones on it. This is the only one with pods on it, and it's got some really nice, healthy looking, got the right shape to them. Get that leaf out of the way. Got a nice look to them. Another one under here. There's a couple really big ones back here. Yep, they're coming out nice and true. It looks like a brain strain to me. So these 3, that's the only ones with pods. This is a chocolate boot right here. I know these all kind of look the same. This is a chocolate boot, and it has 0 pods. All the flowers keep dropping, so I check them every day. Some more drop. There's no pollen in them. The flowers don't have pollen, and it's got to be a side effect of being too wet on the bottom of the root system or something, because that's the only thing I can think of that would cause all them flowers to drop. So everything else is right. It's got all the damn nutrients it needs. There's no other reason for it not to be dark green. So live and learn. This is a Naga Marich. This one doesn't look like much. It's growing pretty decent. Didn't really need the stakes. I'm just staking them up because I know we're going to be getting some nasty ass rain here pretty soon. As soon as summer hits, it's going to be stupid how hard it rains and how hard the wind blows, so I'm just getting them ready. They have plenty of thickness on their stems, so I'm not worried about it. But these, they don't look like much, but they got some killer little peppers on them, and it actually looks like they're starting to turn finally. Look at that nasty looking thing. I don't know if you can see that without the sun. There you go. It's just some mean looking Naga Marich, and they are all over this thing. There's probably 12 or 14 of them on here floating around. A couple big boys. This one's the same way, right next to it, just loaded. I don't know how well you can see that. It looks kind of dark. But there's some really nice bumpy Naga Mariches. There's a nice one. And let's see, this is I think it's a Butch tea. Yep, this is a Butch tea. That's pretty big. This one had the yellowing the worst. It's actually still, if you look at the leaves, I'll show you one. This isn't what the other leaves look like. This one looks almost like calcium, but I know it's not. And these leaves are almost dead here. These are the ones that are just falling off, you know, they look like that. There's a little green in them. The other ones all are just bright lime green instead of like this. This one looks different. But I'm telling you, all of these on this plant that are yellow are all falling off. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's coming back. All the new growth looks really bright green like this. It's really nice. Everything popping out new looks good. Flat, and so whatever. It's too big to fail now, really, unless something really bad happens. And I don't think, yeah, there's a couple pods on there. A couple little small ones, half size, about 5 maybe. Okay, that's that row, and this is the 2 Marugas I got from Neil, seeds from Neil. There's that one, and that one's about twice the size. But I don't know if they've got any pods yet. I don't think so. I think this taller one has got a couple little babies on there, but nothing major. It's finally sticking. Then these right here, which turn the limest green out of anything, but they're the healthiest plants with the nicest looking pods on them, are right here, are the 7-pod browns, these bushy little suckers. There's 4 in a row there. And they all have pods. I'll just show you, save time here. I'll just go to this last one because it's got the nicest set on it. This one's got, this is what they're going to look like, and hopefully keep getting bigger, which it is getting bigger. Still growing, but these are mean. That one's going to hurt. If it's anything like Ed's, it's going to hurt like hell. But yeah, these got some nice pods coming out on them. And then there's this bad boy. I don't know what to make of this. This is a Doola cross, and Matt told me he found out what it was crossed with, and he said it's crossed with a Naga, which would make it a Nagla, I believe, right? But it sure don't look like it. Looks like it's crossed with a Butch tea to me. It's got the same look as a bumpy Butch tea, but some of these are huge. Look at the size of this thing. I don't know if you can see that, it's probably no light, but, and this one on the other side is even bigger than that. It's almost like a damn bell pepper. It wants to be a bell pepper. Look at the size of that thing. It's heavier than hell, and there's a whole cluster of them like grapes down there. There's about 5 or 6 right in that big group in there, and they're just huge. And that one about floored his ass when he ate it whole on YouTube. So I don't know what the heck it is, but I'm gonna have to ask him again if he meant Naga or crossed with a Butch tea or scorpion maybe. But anyhow, that's that. Let's see where we're at on time here. I'm gonna cut this off real quick because I know my camera's gonna clip this in half. So I'm gonna pause for a second, be right back. Okay, back at it. Let's see, these are the 2 ghost peppers. This is where the fungus started, on that tall one with the stake and that one. Those are the only 2 ghosts I have, because this little sucker, my Overwinter, that refuses to grow right, finally started growing, and it got that fungus, and it's still, I'm ready to just toss the damn thing. I'm sick of messing with it, sick of even looking at it. It pisses me off just to look at it. So it had 2 stems coming up here, nice, full of leaves, and they got that, and it just like killed the whole damn stem, that fungus. Now you can see, as I'm just now noticing, every time the new leaves come, let me get that in the light where you can see it. Every time the new leaves come, looks like that, and I yank that off because they're garbage. There's crap on them, funk. Every single leaf that's on that thing has a tiny touch of that brown shit on it. So I'm about over that damn thing. It can just go away. Lost interest in that. Anyhow, these boots are, I sprayed them with fungicide, Daconil, and it seems like it got it, but I still went around to the plants and picked off every leaf that had them brown spots on it, and every time one grows with it, I yank it off. And they seem to be doing okay now. They're just a little leggy, just like boots always are, so they're getting bigger than hell, wide, just like my other one, taking up a lot of damn room. And I seriously thought about tying them up and tying them into a column shape and make them grow that way. They just take too much freaking space. So anyhow, they're going good. This whole time, even with the fungus and all that, they're growing nice looking healthy peppers. Nice pointy looking little boots, not very big, but decent size, I guess. They look healthy, I'll tell you. Yeah, some of them, they're not all huge, but they're growing slow. because it's just now getting really, really hot. I mean, I believe these pots, as I pick one up here, they're finally starting to dry out because they're not as heavy, and they looked a little bit drooped today. Just a little when I came out just now. So hopefully I can add at least a tiny bit of water to them if it doesn't pour rain. Anyhow, that's my two boots. This back here is a Doola I got off eBay, if you can believe that. And it is actually a Doola, which I know will surprise the hell out of you, but it had one pepper come out early in the season, and it was hotter than hell, and it was about the size of a dime. Perfectly formed Doola, size of a dime. And I hope that wind isn't blowing on the microphone. Now it's finally setting pods. It had the fungus on it too, and it's kind of only a little, but it definitely phased it. And I know there's some in the back. I'm not going to try to reach back there, but there's about 6 or 8 pods about a ½ inch long on there. This is the other Doola off eBay. Same guy, and it looks like these both look like bonsai trees. And kind of like, who is it on? Chili Grower. Spongy, I think, had those. One looks like a bonsai, same thing. It's growing out 4 directions, nothing up the middle. But it's kind of cool. Anyhow, this one has got one big bad one on it, and it's actually turning. So this will be the first one I eat. That's the first one I'm going to be doing on YouTube, I believe. That's a mean looking sucker, and it's just turning. It's turning really slow. It was kind of halfway there yesterday, and it's getting there. And there's about maybe 5 other ones on there, little ones, little tiny ones. And this is also a Doola. I know it doesn't look anything like that one. This one's from Neil at Hippie Seed, and this one's a bushy son of a bitch all the way to the dirt. I cleared that whole bottom off so nothing was touching the dirt, and they're already back down there again. So it's finally setting pods. So it's got about 10 little ones on there. I'm trying to block the wind here. It's really starting to whip through here. And these are my 3 overwinters that you've seen a million times. Just kind of getting bigger and bushier, and they had the same thing. Too much water, but these pots dry out really fast because they're still basically 3/4 of what's in there is from last year. I repotted them, but I didn't have a lot of dirt to add, and those are mostly peat moss, and within a day they're dry. I have to water these. Now I have to water them every day as of today, because I watered them yesterday and they're already looking droopy. So these I get to water all the time. These other ones I pretty much can't water at all. So either way, this one's starting to redden up nice. Got about a dozen of them Butch teas on there. This is a Butch tea. And it lost some leaves with the yellowing, but it's got some nice looking little peppers coming on. A lot of little ripe ones, nothing huge or anything. This one never did grow massive size peppers, but wicked hot. This is one of the Marugas. Try to get back here. This is one Maruga, and that's the other one. And this one here this one's just puts out wicked peppers. I don't know, the other one does good, but it seems like this one produces just more and bigger. I don't know. This one does fine, but I don't know. The growth is better on the other one. It's got some nice ones coming on it. This is the second best one I got. There's probably 30 peppers on that plant right now. This one's got even this high tower stem that's growing up out of nowhere, thinking it's all that. It's got 2 peppers on it, so it's actually worth something. It's got 2 nice ones on it. They're both perfect. So I thought it was just growing that one for looks. And let's see here. This got some nice ripe ones here. Here's this big one I've been watching back here. This thing is just a monster. Let's see if I can get a close-up of this. Let's get some light on it, maybe. There we go. Get my head out of the way. It's a nice looking pepper. Not as bumpy as some of them. It's got little bumps, but nothing major. We've got a bunch of them turning, probably a half dozen turning. And let's go out here, line up with some more yellow plants. This one you'll really see the yellowing. These are getting beat on directly by the sun. Tell you what, they're hanging tough. These are from Sac 59, Sheldon, up in Canada. And except for this brain strain, yellow brain strain that actually lived. If you've been watching my videos, that was the red-headed stepchild of the bunch all year. And it really, really had a hard time. And it's coming. I think it's going to make it now. It's It's odd looking and beat the hell. I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to block the wind on this microphone. But this is I think a yellow Scotch bonnet. It's got some peppers coming on it already, even though it's all wimpy looking. It's got some nice ones. This has got a nice another yellow one. Good shape. This is a Pereira. I'm real excited about this one. These look pretty damn healthy for how flimsy and yellow and skinny that plant looks. Tell you what, every one of these has peppers on them. It's kind of odd. And feeling the container, these are still not dry, believe it or not. That's why they're still yellow. That's a red Scotch bonnet. That's a red Scotch bonnet. And that's a, oh shit, I'm sure you can't hear that. And that's a red Jamaican red mushroom right there. That one's got a couple on it too. It's got some look almost like Scotch bonnets. And let's go over here. It's really bright out here. Holy cow. This is a yellow 7-pod XL. This one's doing okay. Yellow like all of them, but the new growth is green and just not putting out. There's no flowers or anything. I guess there is a few flowers just starting. They're not open yet, but nothing's sticking on that plant yet. This is a yellow Butch tea scorpion, and it has flowers, no pods. This one is the same exact plant. Let me see if I'm even showing it to you. I'm not even watching the viewfinder here. This one's the same exact plant, and it's got beautiful pods on it. So you tell me what's going on there. It's got some really nice looking, really stupid leaves are in the way. I don't usually do this when it's really sunny. There you go. Good enough. This is a Habaloki I got from a friend that I ate and got duped. Thought it was a habanero. That tastes just like a ghost and burned the crap out of me. So I planted it and it's basically dying. It got that fungus and it is just not coming around. Every fresh flower every fresh leaf coming out of it is turning yellow and wrinkled and brown, and I'm getting tired of looking at that one too. I'm about sick of that. This one is a peach Habalokia. This one, on the other hand, is the first one to have pods, and it's got some really cool looking pods on it. I don't know what to make of this. I showed it in the last video. They're still all hanging there. It's got probably 15 big pods hanging on this little thing, and they're all grouped right there. They're just all stuck up in that one spot. They're literally hanging everywhere on this plant. And they're funky looking. They look like a smooth ghost pepper. And a lot of them have rounded bottoms, but can't wait to try one. These are a couple Butch teas, no pods yet. And I think that's it, except for a couple little babies that are gonna make it, but they're way behind. I think I got these over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, my boots. I got 2 white boots. That one, the yellow boot, and then the poor little yellow boot that made it. Barely. Look at this thing. Looks like it doesn't know which way is up. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It's growing the wrong direction. Those leaves are flipped over. I don't know what the hell's wrong with that thing. At least it's growing very slowly. I mean very slowly, and I actually got it out in the sun. It's getting half a day of sun right now, that little ass plant, so it didn't hurt it, didn't burn it today. So I'm letting these dry out too. These got too wet, so these are almost ready to be watered, and I think it'll start going here pretty soon. But I'm going to let them get quite a bit bigger before I pot them up this time. I'm going to let them go and make sure they're a good and strong root ball before I start sticking them out here in the full sun. But anyhow, that's it. Another long update. Tried to make it short, but there you go. You know what's happening with me. Till next time, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.